Alright, day 11, and we are only now hitting the mines. Don't know why I hadn't done this sooner, but charcoal still makes torches, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And using those delightful minerals, I built a tree chomper to fuel my charcoal addiction. After finally completing my day 90 challenge of organizing my chest to the melody of the Itsy Bitsy Spider, I set off to begin the day 100 challenge, developing a medicinal cure to villager cancer. Utilizing the funding I previously obtained from local charities, I recruited Mr. White, a talented chemist, and his partner, Jesse Pink.
Day 11 through 20, I started working on my cave-themed base, starting with some scaffolding for decoration. Then worked on the inside of the cave and dug a tunnel down to Y11 to start a strip mine. As I was mining, I found a cave and saved it for a later adventure. Worked on decorating the tunnel with some of the resources on hand. Here's a little montage video of the tunnel progress. Anyway, I collected wood for my tunnel, then finished building a chunk of it. I took a break from the tunnel for a bit and went looking for squids for black dye to dye my sheep for an achievement. That felt like a tongue twister. On my way home, I found this baby donkey, got sidetracked, then remembered what I was doing, and went to my cave. I used the black dye and whatever dye I had to dye some sheep for their wool. Day 21 through 30, I decided to explore the cave I found earlier. During my expedition, I found a spawner with a golden apple, and a saddle, and found diamonds. What a lucky cave, I should say, but I won't as I got lost in it. Found my way back, then made more progress on the tunnel by adding walls and lanterns. Then I planted some wheat seeds to supply my needs. Here's what my base looks like on day 24. And on day 26, I completed the tunnel. I made a diamond pickaxe and went strip mining in my new mine and found more diamonds. Next, I wanted to make an enchantment area, so I mined some obsidian. Then I left the strip mine to work on some chores like shearing my sheep, collecting sugarcane for books, and feeding my animals. Day 31 through 40, I chopped trees I had in my area to make books, made my enchantment table, then headed out to look for some flowers and ended up finding a ravine, and also a village, and for some reason, I decided to be a little raccoon and stole a lot of hay bales and their crops. Later felt bad and replanted their crops. I found a ruined portal by my base area and was unprepared to go near it. Then I worked on my enchantment area, made a diamond axe, and chopped more trees with my new and improved axe. On day 36, I finished building my enchantment area. Later, I was bold enough to light the portal, and as I went in, a wave of lag came, and immediately left after getting the one block of blackstone. On day 40, I went back and explored a bit and found ancient debris at Y level 58. Spent 62 pieces of gold I brought with me, got all the trash back, and then got a lot of warped plants. Days 61 through 70 were dedicated to the progress on my base and to cutting trees. Lots and lots of trees. I added some chains to this rock display I made, but then looking at it from a distance, I thought it was missing something. And I was right. So I added a hanging anvil to the display and it looked more finished. I then worked on another wall with some granite and terracotta, kept on altering it to match the wall beside it. Then left the unfinished wall and went to add more chests to my storage room to make it look more full, and never ended up using those chests. After that, I added a hanging lantern by the rock display which gave me trouble and had to fix it repeatedly because my 3 a.m. brain didn't register Minecraft logic enough. I continued the wall by adding decoration to make it pop, finished the granite wall and worked on another one, but with a bit of a twist. I wanted to add something worth the time to find and craft. So I cleared my inventory and crafted some beds with the wool I had as well as some torches, and went to my portal and headed to a nice spot to start exploding the beds to find, you guessed it, some ancient debris. Didn't have the best luck with these beds and ran out, so I went back to my base to craft more, and went back to the spot I was in to continue my search. Took 8 beds with me, almost died twice by lava, and after exploding all the beds, I obtained 11 ancient debris. And by day 68, I crafted and placed a lodestone. Nice! Day 81 through 90, I started my journey home after being in the desert for a day. I traveled in the ocean with unloaded chunks, traveled on land also with unloaded chunks, and as I rode on land with my horse and the unloaded chunks, the day slowly turned into night and it was time to sleep in my bed. A little personal space, please. On day 83, I continued my journey back to my base and found yet another ravine, and this one was deeper than most of the ones I've seen. Then I found a village and saw some cats roaming around, and then I realized that I don't have a pet. But I didn't want a dog or a cat. I wanted a pet, an interesting looking pet. So I found a fox. It was a baby fox, and I gave some sweet berries, then leashed the fox and tried to carefully bring Bumpkin, the name of the fox, and my horse back home. It took a lot of patience, and with a few hundred-block distance away from my house, I decided to put my horse in a hole so it would be easy to take Bumpkin home. I said goodbye and left my horse. I traveled with Bumpkin in the rain, and finally, day 91 through 100, I made it back home, brought Bumpkin inside, and gave him a name tag with his name. Then I put armor I found in treasure chests on my armor stands that were in my room, and went to go dye my sheep with green, lime, and cyan dye. Then sheared them and put the wool with the other colors and got an achievement. After that, I cleaned my inventory and added things to the item frames on my chest. I took a step back to look at my chest, and Bumpkin goes and lies down to nap. What a cutie! Then I wanted to finish outside of my base. I got the blocks needed and was about to start until I remembered that I left my horse in a hole, found my horse, and came back to start terraforming the outside of my cave. On day 96, I chopped down trees, probably for the last time, and then added lanterns by the cave entrance. Fixed the grass around my base and added bits of nature all around. Then I cleaned my inventory and prepared to go mining for the last time. During the final moments of my strip mining session, I tried to do Phil's and Minecraft's technique by breaking the dirt to try and find diamonds. Instead, I found a lava pool and left my strip mine, never to return again. When I came back to the surface, I wanted to do a fireworks display, and I worked on the redstone without any tutorial. I took it for a test drive and it worked great. I then prepared a cake and everything was set for the last day, and finally, with a single push,